Welcome back to Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy XIII. So, this SAS quest is what I'll call it. I guess we've completed everything we really can in the Dead Dunes, or not in the Dead Dunes, in the Wildlands. Now we're in the Dead Dunes, and I need to go up here to the Oasis Lighthouse. So let's try and do that. This day's almost over. Hopefully we can finish this within this day. I am hopeful for that. Finish this this cat tear thing, or whatever the fuck it's called. It's at night too, and the desert isn't as deadly as in the night opposed to in the day. And that makes sense, like, because in real life, deserts aren't as deadly at night. I mean, the heat is so unbearable in the day, and nights are actually cool in the desert. So the nights are definitely a lot more bearable in real life, so it makes sense that it's kind of like that in this game too. And I'm going the wrong way. Oh wait, no I'm not, okay. Also, I'm kind of reaching my limits here as far as how many videos I can store on my MacBook currently. I say MacBook, but is that referring to just like an iPad or basically, I don't know. I have a Mac. I don't know if I can call it a MacBook. No, like a MacBook is like it's more of an iPad that might. No, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I can call it a MacBook. But anyway, I'm reaching my limit on how many videos I can store on it, so we're gonna test them today. So one of these videos here soon might just get abruptly ended, or there might be a weird cut in the middle of it from where my Mac just stops recording. I have a better setup now. I have my MacBook propped up beside me, so I kind of always have an eye on it now. It's a good thing I have a shit ton of cruxes. But there he is. What's up? I'm pretty sure I've stopped this storm before. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I haven't been back here. Ooh, you're a slippery little fella. But not slippery enough. Alright. This guy has an afro. Just like I have an afro I can put on. Oh shit, not 1,000 needles, no! My needles are stuck in my hair, haha! Aw, yeah. Well, I still have all my Thandaras on.
Time you met your maker.
Get stuck in your afro. Why am I up in the air? for so long.
You're so eager to die.
At the very end of his life. Oh, he actually did it. Shit. Got him loose. I thought he was going to do it at the very end of the fight. You know, it's going to be like... Ow. Stop floating in the air. Stop floating in the air. Oh my god.
Time you met your maker. I won't go easy on you. Easy on you. Okay, let's do this. The lighting.
Let's just use one of these. It's just better to play it safe right now.
You can't read me.
Fragment of kindness. Cool. And I got the Cactar doll. I needed that to complete one of the prayers.
You got them, didn't you? The soul fragments for Daj?
You're the one who gave Saz the coffer. You started this wild goose chase.
Wild goose chase? Saz was suffering. I felt sorry for him. You should know how he feels, wanting to be reunited with the last bit of family he has. Right, Lightning?
Right. Because I lost Sarah, huh?
Exactly. Though it's not the same thing. I'm afraid that a coffer of souls won't save Sarah. Too bad. You'll just have to figure out how to save her for yourself, huh?
That's what I'm planning to do. I don't need anyone's help. Especially not yours.
Here for the train?
I guess let's go to Luxerion then. I think that guy's located here. The guy I need to find. Since I'm here, I should fucking just go. I want to make sure I just get this quest done, but I should just try and take this opportunity and go to the Warren.
When the final bell tolls, the earth will be destroyed, and the world...
There'll be bounty hunters in there,
Who knows, I might need that soul seed to be able to do this.
Light.
To be able to
Keep
do
in mind
this
that it's almost time for you to return
quest.
to the Ark.
Yeah, this is kind of risky. This might not be a good idea. In all honesty.
Her name was Louise.
How could I have let this happen?
Oh shit, I fucked up. I failed this quest.
I just stood by and let her die. Why didn't I save her when I had the chance?
Listen, Light. We all thought it was a prank. Don't beat yourself up, okay? The blame falls on all of us.
Damn, that's pretty brutal.
Now I just hope to never make the same mistake again.
But that still won't stop us.
It doesn't seem like there's many missions you can just upright fail.
Fresh products from the Wildlands, too.
My gut says that's Ronan.
You don't miss a thing, do you? Let him smell the antidote and...
It's time to wake up.
Well, that was actually pretty easy. Those cats weren't anywhere. Didn't come anywhere near me.
My name is Ronan. Am I in my own body again?
Yep. Looks like this stuff actually worked. Welcome back to your old life.
Back? But If I'm here, then where's Jem?
Look, she's gone. You know that. She's been gone for decades. I know it's a hard reality to face, but you can't keep running from it anymore.
I know. She's never coming back. I get it. You're right. I have to face the truth. But I miss her. I'd give my own life to bring her back.
But that's not what I want.
Who is that? Is that you, Jem?
It is, and I'm here to tell you I want you to live, Master. If you die, there will be no one left in the world who remembers me. I lived a short but perfect life. You treated me with love. I couldn't have asked for anything more. I'll always be with you in your heart and in your memories. I want you to be happy, just like you were when we were together.
Jem! Did you see that? I actually talked to Jem. It's like a dream come true.
You experienced something very special. A miracle, even.
I owe all of this to you and Lumina. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
You're thanking Lumina? Have you forgotten she's the reason you almost spent eternity as a cat?
I'm not so sure about that. I think she knew that I'd go to great lengths to bring Jem back, even if it meant hurting myself in the process. I think Lumina saved me from myself.
If that's what you choose to believe, I won't stop you. The important thing to remember is that Jem will always be with you in your heart, and that's where she'll stay.
Well, I guess you have cat ears forever, though.
I'll never forget the days I spent with my baby. Never.
Well, that's a little weird.
Life is short and the world will end soon. But my memories with Jem will last forever. As long as I keep her in my heart, I'll see her again someday. I'm sure of it. I'll never forget the day.
Yeah. Kind of a weirdo, dude. Alright, there's still something I need to do here. I think. Okay, yeah, this is the one I need to come back here for.
You have half an hour until you'll be transported back to the Ark.
Just in case I really fuck shit up here. And we'll let safe file number 2 just... You stopped right here for a while. Man with no name. Where are you, man with no name?
The dark is where we shine.
Hey, little missy. How about a drink?
Looks like you've already had enough for both of us.
Not by half. I'm just barely getting started here. You want to know why? Ask my dearly departed fiancé.
She left me standing there like a fool at the altar.
Do you really blame her? Who wants to marry a drunkard?
You got it all wrong, honey. I started drinking after she left me. Everything has gone downhill since then. You probably won't believe me when I tell you, but I used to command a whole legion of the Order's finest men. Those days, I was on top of the world. Nothing could bring me down.
Then why did your fiancé leave you? You must have some idea.
Not even the foggiest. Me and Filiana, we were so in love. Or so I thought. Then she disappeared and never came back.
She disappeared out of the blue? Are you sure something didn't happen to her? You did look for her, didn't you?
Of course I did. From the palace in Yuznan to the edge of the Wildlands. I searched for decades, but I never even heard a whisper of Filiana. And when I described her, no one had ever even seen her pass through. My Filiana was a looker. No one could have forgotten seeing her. We were the happiest two people could be. But then, I crashed down from heaven to hell. There's no salvation to be found in this world. No God or Savior to deliver us.
And if there's no salvation, then there's no hope.
Can you honestly tell me that I'm wrong? Show me. Show me where there's any hope in this place. Why? You're gonna find my Filiana for me and prove me wrong?
I'd be willing to at least try. If there's still hope in this world, it has to be found. You have to look for it.
Ha! You're a tough chick with a good heart. Thanks for offering. That's good enough for me.
I said I was willing to try, and I meant it. Where was the last place you saw what was certainly your better half?
You're actually going to go find her? Filiana and I both lived in Yuznan back in those days. She was a fantastic cook. Her skills got her a job at a swanky restaurant where all the foodies went.
Did you check out the restaurants in Yuznan? It's possible she's working in one.
Oh, you don't get how desperate I was back then. I checked every lead I could get my hands on, but I found nothing.
I'll go back and check them again.
What? You will? You would do that? For a stranger? I don't know what to say. Here, take this with you. Matching rings. Seeing it just reminds me of her, but I don't have the courage to throw it away. Filiana worked as a chef at a high-end restaurant in Yuznan before she disappeared. Filiana worked as a chef.
Morning.
The moon bright.
It's nearly 6. Don't be alarmed when the teleportation process starts. It can be quite sudden.
I mean, I think I know that by now, Hope. I've only done it 11 other times.
Thanks for waiting.
What the fuck just happened?
so eager to die. I won't go easy on you. What's your most valuable treasure? You're so eager to die. You can't beat me. You're down. I won't go easy on you. You're so eager to die. Time to change course. Time you met your maker.
I haven't seen sunlight in years.
Tell Micah not to forget about the promise you made us. I want to see the flower.
She's got some guts at least, walks around in here. I'll give her that.
Sid reigns.
That was once a man's name, but now it means nothing. His soul has dissolved into the swirl of chaos. I take his form as a convenience, but I'm no more than a puppet.
All right, so who's pulling your strings? Benevelza?
No, not God. I am the voice of many, of the countless multitude who call chaos home. I am the speaker for the dead. Tell me, Savior, do you know the ritual they call Soul Song?
Vanille is planning to perform it at the cathedral. She says it'll release the dead from their suffering. I guess that means you.
Vanille has been misled. There is a truth she cannot see, a truth that lies within the unseen realm.
What do you mean? What truth?
You do not understand the role of chaos.
Huh?
The chaos will drown this world, but it's also the key to our humanity. When we die, we return to it. But only for a short time. When a man dies, his soul melts into the chaos, but the idea of it, of him, survives intact. And then he is reborn anew and returns to the living world. An unseen power exists in all of us. It's the chaos that we carry in our hearts.
Our souls are made out of the chaos, which is why they return to it when we die. But they survive there, waiting for a new body. Which means you could be reborn in the new world.
If the Sacred One shows us the way, she is the only one who can tell us what to do. She has the power to guide us into the future, where we can live again.
She can do what I can't. Vanille can bring salvation to the dead.
Yes, but she doesn't know what she is capable of. The Order has kept the truth from her.
Why would they lie to her? They preach salvation.
Only for the living. The Soul Song will destroy us and make you forget we ever existed. Murder on a grand scale.
You want me to stop her, right?
Yes. And then you must tell her what her real power is, so she can lead us to salvation.
Is this what you all want?
It is, but it is not God's will. If you answer our prayer, it will mean defying Benevelza. Those who try to defy the gods end up controlled by them and are destroyed in the end. Like Sid Raines.
I remember Raines fought for humanity and he was killed for it, but the spirit that drove him to stand up to the tyranny of the gods didn't die. I kept it with me. Chaos is in all of us. It's the stuff our souls are made of, and it's the reason that the dead live on in our hearts and minds.
Yes, the chaos unites humanity, a thread woven through all our lives, and it's a power God cannot see. Its potential is limitless, and that makes it more powerful than he is.
But now you're gonna tell me that it's nearly impossible to tap into. Am I right?
Yet it is possible. No one can control the chaos. If you want to make the power yours, you must have the help of those who are inside it. You know what needs to be done. You know whose soul you have to find.
You mean Sarah? Are you saying I'll be able to reach her?
You must. With the chaos, anything is possible. Find the invisible bonds that unite us across life and death. Do that, and you will have all the power you need.
Chaos. It was the key to defeating God. If I wanted to use it, I needed Sarah's help. But Sarah, how can I make you hear me? I reach out with every fiber of my being, but is it enough? Can I do more? If I throw myself into the abyss, if I cry out to you, will you hear me, Sarah? Will you answer? Hold the world aloft. Give me another day. Yggdrasil.
You survived another day.
Well, that was interesting. I have a lot of entries I need to read here. Saz Katzroy. Saz is a skilled airship pilot who worked together with Lightning in order to save his only son, Dodge, from a cursed fate. His constant companion is the small chocobo chick that likes to take shelter in his hair. He succeeded in getting his son back safely, only to be drawn into a time paradox and lose Dodge again. In order to be reunited with his son, he gambled his fortune in a mysterious casino at the end of time. With Chocolina's help, he managed to find Dodge once more. 500 years have passed, and young Dodge has slept them away in a comatose state. Sass searches desperately for the fragments of Dodge's soul to put in a special coffer he's been told can save his son, but it seems as though his old smile might be lost forever. Bhakti. Bhakti is a robot with very high-functioning AI. Such robots are often found amid the ruins of ancient towns and settlements, and those that are in good condition are retrofitted and put back into service as exploratory rovers. Capable of navigating the ruins of the Dead Dunes, Vanille kept one such robot as a pet 1700 years ago in her first life. But that is a tale of Orba, Vanille and Fang's home village from the days when the world was called Grand Pulse. I feel like I already read most of that. Sid Reigns. A man who once defied the orders of the gods and hoped to set mankind free. He died an unnatural death while working towards this goal. General Reigns was a military man working for Cocoon's Guardian Corps. He wished to defeat the Fal'Cie, powerful servants of the gods, and return to humanity control of its own fate. He lost that fight, and in the cruel irony that God so loved, he was turned into a puppet of the Fal'Cie. He faced lightning as an enemy when they should have been allies. He may have met a tragic end, but his wish to see the people free lived on in those who followed after him. For Lightning, Reigns was both a bitter enemy and a comrade in the great fight against the gods. Kind of a random thought here, but it really does seem like every important character from 13 and 13-2 are returning in some way, shape, or form in this game. They should have let Alyssa return in this game and kind of explain that situation more and better. Because I don't think Alyssa is going to show up at all. Because the Final Fantasy 13-2 in a nutshell video says as much. Like, they make a joke in there like, and this is the last time you ever see Alyssa, she never shows up again. Or something. The story. The false savior. Damn, I haven't read this. Is it right for a god who cannot see into the hearts of people to decide their future? In order to truly save humanity, mustn't the Savior turn her back on such a god and reclaim the world for the people themselves? But perhaps it is not possible to defeat Almighty Benevelza. The seeress Yule, who sees the truth of all things, speaks of the doubts and questions that fill Lightning's heart. And she tells Lightning that she cannot save anything as she is now. Not mankind's future, not even her sister's soul. As she is, Lightning is no more than an incomplete existence held in God's palm. If she cannot find her true self again, she will never achieve true victory, and with this cruel truth imparted, Yule disappears. The will of the dead. The dead all lived once, but now they are returned to the chaos, and out of the chaos came Sid Reigns to speak on their behalf. He revealed a startling truth. Vanille has the power to summon the souls of the dead and lead them on to the new world. The power to save the dead. It is a power that even the Savior herself does not possess, but Vanille, in the hands of the Order, is determined instead to perform the soul song and erase all of the lost souls from existence. Raines told Lightning that she must make the millions of dead her allies if she wishes to defeat God in battle. He instructed her to entrust them with her wishes. Through her bond with the one person she loves above all others, she needs Sarah to do this thing for her, but she still does not know where Sarah's soul has gone. Mythology. The birth and death of the goddess. Etra was a goddess created by Almighty Benevelza. She was a foolish goddess who held great affection for humanity. Etra gave all of herself for humanity's sake until she sacrificed her own life and fell into the long sleep of death. The birth and death of humanity. Valhalla is the realm where human souls once return before being reborn anew. The wise god Lindsay used the blood that had spilled from Etra to create man's body. This soul was fashioned from the chaos. These wisps of chaos filled the vessels that Lindsay had made, and thus humanity was born. When a person died, his soul returned to the chaos of Valhalla, the unseen realm where the goddess Etra ruled. The birth and death of the world. Benevelza is the god who rules all things. He holds the world within his grasp, bestowing favor on the pure and faithful. The souls that are strong enough to stay true until the final day will be reborn in the new world. The death that awaits them at the end of the world is a blessing, a gift from God. The weak souls that lose their faith will disappear into the unseen realm and wander forever in the endless sea of chaos. The death of those who have turned away from God will be an eternal curse. The Coffer of Souls. This mysterious box, a gift to Saz from Lumina, seems infused with the power of chaos. Dajah's soul is fragmented and scattered across the world. If lightning can collect all of the soul fragments and place them in the coffer, it should be possible to return Dajah's soul to his body. Then perhaps he will awake from the comatose state he has been in for so long. Saz has searched for the soul fragments throughout Nova Crystallia, but his failure to find even one has driven him to despair. The Soul Song. On the last day of the world, the Soul Song will be held in the Order's great cathedral to purify and put the rest of the souls of the dead. The Soul Song will be held in the Order's great cathedral to purify and put to rest the souls of the dead. This rite requires the Holy Clavis, which drew the souls of the dead to it. Only the Soul Song can ease the suffering of the hundreds of millions who wander within the chaos, tormented eternally in the darkness, and only Vanille, the saint who can hear their voices, can perform it. The Order must have both to perform this final rite.
Light, the end is almost here. One more day, and then the destruction of the world will be complete.
Right. And there's no way I can delay it any longer.
There isn't?
No. This is it.
Damn. I thought there was 13 total days.
But today is your last chance. Tomorrow in the cathedral, Vanille will perform the soul song for the Order. The final rites. When the souls of the dead will be released from their torment and returned to oblivion. And when the clock strikes the hour, it'll mark the end of everything.
It's an ending that not even God has the power to stop. Listen, when the final day arrives, Fang is going to try to save Vanille. I'm sure of it.
And what about you? Will you try to stop Vanille? Stop the soul song? You know it's God's will that it takes place.
Have you forgotten he's holding my sister hostage? The promise of her return anyway. I've got to do what he wants, or else.
Interesting answer. Some people might take that to mean if it wasn't for the threat, you would consider defying him.
Some people might? What about you? Do you trust me?
Of course I trust you. I'm sorry, Light. I didn't mean to sound like I don't. I'll always be on your side, even if you do decide to turn against God. You know that.
Hope, tell me something. You said that the souls of the dead return to the chaos, right? If that's true, then that's where Sarah must be. Her soul is lost out there in the chaos somewhere.
For God, the chaos is an unseen realm. He cannot see inside. And so it follows that he doesn't have the power to find her as long as she is in the chaos. But he can do something else. He can make her anew.
But then how can she be the real Sarah? The one I know?
Well, don't you trust him? It's true that even with all his power, God cannot extract Sarah's soul from the chaos. But there is another place he might find it. He could take her soul from inside of you.
How would... You're just making things up now.
You always found it hard to trust people. What chance does God have? Look, I'm not saying you will, but if you do decide to turn against him, you should know that I'll always stand with you. You trust me, don't you?
It just seems like the more I search, the further away I get from finding her. I've encountered more than a few ghosts from the past now, talked to souls from the chaos even, but I'm still no closer to finding Sarah. Not even a hint.
I don't know, but perhaps you've done everything you can. Maybe you could have found her already, but something is keeping her from talking to you.
Like she doesn't want to see me? Is that what you're saying?
Of course I don't think that's the case. But it's possible. Perhaps it's because you're too close to each other.
You mean she's out there and can talk to other people, but not me? Tell you what, why don't you go out there and look for her in my place?
I'd like to help, Light, but I can't leave the Ark. How about this? If I happen to die before you do, for whatever reason, I'll make you a promise. I'll try to find her in the chaos. And when I do, I'll find some way for you two to be together again. What do you think Fang is going to do now? Will she try to break into the Order's cathedral and stop the ceremony?
I can just buy X potions now, so I think I'll just try and do that. So you get all these big important characters as the final bosses for each area, for the first 3 areas, right? Like Null, Snow, Caius. Like big important characters that we got to know through 13 and 13-2. And then the final area is it's just this random monster. I just feel like that was an odd choice. But anyway, so this really is the last day.
It really feels like the end now. Soon it'll be over.
It's been dying for 500 years.
I wasn't talking about the world.
Then what?
Never mind. Time is short. Every minute's precious now. Let's not waste any.
God, motherfucker.
You think you can win? Let's see.
It's a good thing I have all these $10 still.
Time you met your maker. Don't even try.
might just be on a wild goose chase when it comes to trying to find this man with no name. I just don't have time to waste. Really.
Come and get it. You're so eager to die.
Is it you? Are you the guy I'm looking for?
What?
Care to tell me your name?
You only need a name if you want to talk to people. If you don't, then what good is it? That's why I don't need one. Nor do I ever want one again.
You're definitely the one I'm looking for. The man without a name. That's you.
It's true, I've been nameless for many years. But am I the one you seek? Who knows? Who knows anything for certain in this dying world?
I guess we can skip the introductions then. I've got a question for you. What's your story?
Don't get your hopes up. It's nothing too exciting. I used to be part of an organization, until one day I made a huge blunder. I've been holed up here ever since, hiding my shame from the world. The end.
If your past is so shameful, why are you telling me? Shouldn't you be keeping it to yourself?
It doesn't matter anymore. Legally, I'm dead. I don't even exist officially.
How do you make a living, or even eat?
My son helps me out. He's a good kid, unlike his old man. I hope he doesn't end up like me. Are you still here?
This is a rough neighborhood you're living in.
Uh-huh. And the fact that you're here means you must be new to the city. Most folk don't come here. Why would they? This place used to have a name and everything. But then the chaos came, and folks fled in fear, abandoning their homes.
Which meant it became the perfect hideout for crooks and other lowlifes living in this city.
Indeed, like me, for example. This will be my home till I die. Are you still...
The reason I wanted to talk to you is because I'm looking for a journal. It belonged to Ranulf.
Ranulf's journal? Why? What do you want with a thing like that?
Nothing. It's not for me. He asked me to find it for him. I'm just doing him a favor.
I thought this day would come. After 2 centuries, I'd hoped he'd given up. But when has a man like me ever gotten his way in this miserable world? So much water under the bridge.
What did you say?
You say Ranulf asked you to do this for him. Is that true?
That's right. He did.
Then go to Yusnan. A woman named Durin has what you're looking for. When you see her, hand her this letter. Tell her that Reddick sent you.
Reddick. So that's your name.
It was... centuries ago. Anyway, you tell Orin who sent you, and she'll help you out. Orin liked to watch the trains go by. She would sit and watch for hours. You'll probably find her near the Overlook in Yusnan, where you can see the tracks. Head to Yusnan. A woman named Orin has what you're looking for. Ranulf's journal. She's probably on the hilltop watching the trains go by. Don't know why she likes them so much. She does that often, especially when she's feeling down. The time for judgment has finally come. Head to Yusnan.
Okay, and that's where I'm gonna end this one. Until next time.